There's one. Get him. Oh, that one, I don't know if he's in wood. Oh, that's not a bad one. Get him. Oh my gosh. Oh, is that a good one? Oh, it doesn't feel too bad. Yeah, he's got it. Get him. Get him. Oh. Welcome back, everybody. So I am super excited to be out fishing today because we are fishing with a brand new bait to me, relatively new to the market also, and that is the NetBait Bull Bream. We call them bluegill for the most part. We don't really necessarily have brim, but yeah, very, very excited to go out fishing. We're going to try and do a little bit of power fishing again. We're going to throw this thing on a Texas rig and see if we can't get into a couple. Let's get after it. All right, so this is what she looks like out of the package. Obviously, a bluegill brim sort of imitator. This tail does come in one piece out of the package. You can go ahead and rip that apart to have a bunch of, you know, little fins, I guess, provide you a lot more action. It does have that hex tech technology, which basically is just a hexagon material on top of the plastic, which gives it a ridiculous amount more of surface area. So it's injected with that bait fuel. If you haven't seen the video of me fishing with the prickly pear and the bait fuel, did quite well. So I'm a pretty big fan of that. So it should give off a ton more scent than it just being like a flat lure, essentially. Or at least that's the thought behind it. One thing I did notice initially is there is a little bit of a raised area where that hook is going to go. So in theory, it should be a little bit more durable. Both sides just a little bit raised on the last, I don't know, third of the bait. And that's where your hook point's going to come out. So hopefully, again, a little bit more durable. It is a two-tone looking color. We got the Galaxy Gill, so purple on one side, blue and flake, silver flake on the other side. But yeah, I'm excited to get out here, start chucking around. We got plenty of bluegill, so this should be a perfect imitator. But we're going to flip some pads, flip some wood, hopefully get into a big one. Let's get after it. There's one. Get him. Oh, not a bad one. Not a big one. Whoop. Oh my, does he have that whole thing in there? The whole thing. Oh gosh. Let's go ahead and get that out. He's not a big one. Ooh. I can't even see it in there. We'll get him unhooked. All right, there we go. Just a little guy. I ended up having to back the hook out. And it wasn't even that it was like deep. It was like lodged in there because he had such a small mouth. But there's our first one. We did end up go ahead and filleting open that tail just to give it a little bit more action because we were casting out a little bit deeper and whatnot, and got a bite pretty much immediately. I'm going to say it's coincidence right now, but if we catch another one or two, I'm going to say that that was just the right move. But let's catch some more. Got one. Get him. Oh my gosh. Oh, not a bad one. There we go. Come on, buddy. There's a oh gosh, he almost got me hooked. 2.5 pounder easy. He was in about 6 inches of water. These fish have been so wildly difficult to find, oh, and catch. Get my camera wet. Oh, rough. We'll let him go. I haven't been able to catch them for anything, and that was like the first one. We took a little break just because the only thing I could get them to bite on earlier was a free rig, or like a Texas rig, unpegged, everything else like that. And so I ended up switching on over to something even more finesse, which isn't very much fun to throw, but I was like, why not try it? And we just threw this thing in weightless into 6 inches of water, and that fish ate it almost immediately. So maybe they're finally coming alive. I don't know how, like, fishing wherever everybody's at has been, but fishing for me lately has been insanely rough. We're gonna have to rehook this thing. It's hanging on by a thread. Insanely rough. I don't know what the deal is, but I haven't been able to catch hardly any fish on top water. I haven't hardly seen any fish jump top water. which is extremely odd for this time of the year. But sun is starting to go down. Maybe they're finally starting to turn on. Maybe we have found some fish. The sun's right in our eyes, but that's a good start on the Bull Bream. Oh, he ripped off both of our, oh gosh, he ripped off both of our arms and one of our tail fins. There's one. Get him. Oh, they're shallow. The little guy. They are shallow. That was only a couple inches of water too. That's a small one though. All right. Maybe we're starting to figure something out. Oh no. Where are you? You're underneath me. Ah. There we go. Little guy. Shallow water. Let him go. All right. We might have figured something out. They aren't topwater biting though. I haven't seen more than like maybe one or two like actually bust topwater on, you know, frogs, bluegills, whatever's out there. But they are super shallow. Throwing a Texas rig or anything else like that in this situation is not going to be ideal because we're just going to get hung up in the algae. So again, this isn't my favorite way to fish it, but basically it's a power fishing in my opinion, but it's throwing out weightless, fishing it kind of like a fluke sort of deal, but then being able to pull it up over those pads and kind of swim it similar to like a frog. And then as soon as you end up getting to a clearing, just letting it drop on in. Not my favorite. I'd much rather be throwing a frog or, you know, actually throwing Texas rig or power fishing, being able to, you know, move a little bit quicker. But these fish are difficult to catch lately. I'm playing with one right now. We might be able to go topwater fishing soon. Oh, come on. Oh, did you get it? Yeah, he's got it. Got him. Got him. Oh, we might be able to go topwater fishing. Oh, I don't know if we got him anymore. We did for a second. Oh. I don't think we've got him anymore. Nope, I see our bait. Oh man, that one wasn't a bad one. Yep, there's our bait. Oh, no bait. Oh, I think we might be able to go topwater fishing possibly tomorrow, but that was a good one. Again, we're just slowly creeping this thing over the lily pads, and then every time there's a hole that we get to, just let her drop down, and that's what's enticing them. Got one. Get him. Way out there. Is that a decent one? That's exactly what we were just talking about. Had it right on top of the pads. Pulled it into that little clearing. Let her drop down. Good old fish. Oh, gosh. Smoked it. Oh, gosh. How did you eat it so fast? There's no way that could have been deep hooked. I don't think so. Can't see the hook. All right, we got her unhooked. All right. Oh, come on now, a little 2-pounder. Let her go. I don't understand how it got that down its mouth so fast, but backed it out again. We're not letting these fish eat it for anything, but they're inhaling it when they're wanting it and committed. But all right, I think we figured them out. Let's see if we can't catch a couple more. We got about 20 minutes before dark, and they're starting to pick up. Next cast. Got him. Oh. Like that last fish went right over the top of this one. And that one finally didn't inhale the whole thing. Literally set the hook as soon as it bit and still got it 3/4 of the way down there. They want this thing. Now, I said this wasn't my favorite way to fish, but when they're biting every couple casts, it's not too bad. It's like a mix of frog fishing and a Senko, which is like the weirdest combo ever. But yeah, just go ahead and find those open areas, drop it on down, skim it right across the lily pads, and just drop her on down once you see another hole. Let's get some more. Oh no, did we lose another one? We had him. Oh no, nope, he's gone. Gosh, I don't understand how that happens. They have the thing in their mouth. How does a lily pad get caught? Man, that wasn't a big one though. Same thing. Boiled on it as soon as on a lily pad, pulled it off, let it sink, smoked it. I don't have a ton of time left. I think our next video is for sure going to be some topwater though. I'm excited about that. It's been a while. It's been a rough summer for topwater fishing, at least for me. Another one. Get him! Oh my gosh! Ski him on in. He's, oh gosh. Oh, don't lose him now. There we go, little guy. Nice. This is so much fun. There we go. Let him go. It's like every couple casts we're having fish blow up on it now. Still holding together pretty good. We got all of our fins and all that good stuff. Let's catch some more. Got one. Get him. Oh, not a big one. Little guy. Ow. Come on now. Come on now. We don't have tons of time. There you go. Okay. Put it back down. That one, he didn't even boil on it. That was only after we went into the clearing and dropped it did he even bite. So our topwater experience might be a little bit over already. Let's see if we can't get one or two more before night. There's one. Yep. Oh, that one, I don't know if he's in wood. Oh, that's not a bad one. We're out throwing the bull brim again. Oh gosh, because we want to check to see if that's not a bad one at all. Oh gosh, we'll lose him. There we go. There's a 2 3/4. Barely had him. Look at that good old fish. Oh, because I want to do the same thing we did the other day to see if we can't fish a little bit of topwater. And that has not worked out so far. Pulling across the pads and fishing it like a Senko or a fluke or anything like that. So we are throwing it right now on a free rig. That was like our second or third cast. Smoked a big one. Let's see if we can't get some more. We got one. Got one. Got him. There's one. There we go. They're not biting topwater. Ah! They're not biting topwater, so we're going to keep fishing with our... Holy cow, did he get stuck? We're going to keep fishing with our... Oh, he's blinded one eye. We're going to keep fishing with our bluegill or bull bream until they start busting topwater like that. So we might give it one more fish, and then we'll... Before dark, we'll start fishing another video with top water. Got one. Get him. Oh my gosh. There we go. Oop, little guy. They're still not biting top water necessarily. They're just waiting for it to fall down. Once we hear one more splash, we will switch on over to some top water. But till then, they're biting. Just took a while. Last time we had a very, very short bite window, so we're trying to get as much done as we possibly can in about an hour. So let's keep her going. Oh my gosh. Oh, is that a good one? Oh, it doesn't feel too bad. We haven't had a ton of luck. Oh, that's not a bad one. Haven't had a ton of luck on the top water or anything else like that. So we started throwing the free rig again. Look at that fatty. Oh my gosh. Are you kidding me? Wait, oh gosh. Come on now. Look at that thing. Another, oh gosh, two and a quarter. Fatty, holy cow. That thing's been eating bluegills or something. But let him go and catch some more. This one. Oh, shallow water. Little guy. Little guy. Ah. Ah. There we go. Oh my gosh, what are you doing, dude? There. Oh. All right. There we go. Another one. Make sure you didn't get the camera. Little guy. But he was the closest thing we've had to a topwater bite. So we will most certainly go ahead and that'll be the end of this video. We're going to go home and talk about it. But we are going to start fishing with our topwater bait because topwater's been rough. So hopefully this continues. We catch a big one. Look for that one coming out in the future. All right, we made it back home after fishing with the Bull Bream. So we ended up doing relatively well, almost topwater fishing. We were fishing that super, super thick lily pads and everything else like that. Unfortunately, I tried to fish some topwater after I was done using this thing and did not have a bite. So I don't know if that goes to show how great of a bait this thing is, but yeah, we had much better luck on these than any sort of topwater frog that I was throwing. With that being said, we caught some decent fish. Nothing massive, but some good ones. We caught them a number of different ways. Obviously, we were skimming the tops of those lily pads, and anytime we'd see a hole or a wake or anything else like that, if you have the opportunity to drop that between the lily pads, that's when a majority of them would bite. So if you have a ton of vegetation and everything else like that, and those fish won't bust through those lily pads well, they're a little bit more finicky than that, phenomenal option. You can do that not only with these Bull Brims, but any sort of flat sort of bait. Like I've done it with craws before, just depending on what kind of bait you have. And obviously if there's one that's kind of heavily salted or a little bit heavier of a bait, that's able to cast out there a little bit better and drop through those pads without having to add any extra tungstens, that is ideal. But love this thing. Again, with the flat baits like that, you know, it's great to throw on your free rigs, like we caught a couple. If you're just throwing weightless, it's got a pretty slow fall rate. So you probably can't have a ton of wind with it, but you can go ahead and do that. If you wanted to like power shot, that would probably be a decent bait for that also. Yeah, anytime you're just trying to imitate some bluegill. Texas rig, I don't think we caught a fish on a Texas rig, but that would obviously work well too. Great bait. I like it a lot. They were relatively durable. And it comes with 6 of them. I think it's 6 for, I believe, $7. So a little bit over $1 a piece. Not too bad when they last as long as they do. Yeah, wonderful. As far as that hex tech technology, I know we talked about in the other videos too, but that does hold bubbles or your bait fuel, both good things. So whenever you have those bubbles, it makes that look a little bit more realistic. It kind of gives, you know, a secondary action when that's hitting the bottom and fish are staring at it, makes it look a little bit more natural. So I think that works out really well. Again, same thing as the last video. That reminds me a lot of the Berkeley Flux Gill. Basically the same thing, kind of like a, instead of holes all the way through, just pockets for air, pockets for bait, or for scent and stuff like that. But as far as the tail being ripped apart or in one piece, I don't know that it mattered much. I think the fish were going to eat it regardless. But if you're trying to make something a little bit more streamlined, if you're punching or something like that, you can rip off a couple of the appendages. So it is a little bit more customizable. So great as far as that goes. But yeah, a lot of fun. I was hoping the topwater bite was starting up. Didn't really seem to be. It was like a finicky topwater bite, kind of weird. But we had the perfect bait for it, so that's all right. But love these baits, so I will go ahead and drop an affiliate link if I can find one for this guy. But if there's any other baits that you guys would like to see me use, show, highlight, showcase, whatever, by all means, drop that in the comment section below. Let me know. I'm always looking for new baits. But as always, if you guys like the video, if you wouldn't mind liking, and if you want to see more videos like it, if you wouldn't mind subscribing, that'd be greatly appreciated also. Till next one.